Welcome to this bite-sized learning area, which we've called Rethinking Occupational Therapy and Social Care, shifting from the incremental approach to home adaptations for sustainable impact. My name is Rachel Russell and I'm the Senior Regional Advisor for Foundations, the national advisory body for the Disabled Facilities Grant and Home Improvement Agencies. So why are we discussing this? Well, government policy and our professional practice is being shaped by the idea that assistive technology, equipment, adaptations will play a critical role in meeting the health and social care needs of older and disabled people, both now and in the future. So to achieve the government goal, we have to look at how we prevent, reduce or delay the health and social care needs of older and disabled people developing. We need to use strategies that help people be more resilient to the changes that occur as they age or experience through the physical, sensory and cognitive impact of long-term conditions. So we need to start thinking like aeronautical engineers who don't wait things to go wrong on aeroplanes. They build in redundant systems which act as that backup if something does go wrong as the plane ages. So do we as occupational therapists think like aeronautical engineers? Do we use the right strategies? From our experience at Foundation, we'd argue that local authorities aren't using the right approach, with the majority of local authorities tending to use the incremental approach. So they start off with advice. When that stops working, the person comes back to the local authority, then they progress to simple equipment. Once that stops working, the occupational therapist then might recommend more complex equipment. And then finally, they might recommend a disabled facility grant for adaptations. We call this the patch as we go approach. Occupational therapists wait for the problems to arise rather than being proactive and taking a more preventative approach. As occupational therapists, we're not building in redundant systems as an aeronautical engineer would do. So with the incremental approach, we're not preventing, delaying social care input. Older and disabled people have to keep coming back to social care for help and support. And often we have to put in a care package because of the delays that can occur with the disabled facility grant process. And often it's then really difficult to retract that care package. So once the adaptations do go in. And what the evidence also shows us is that the longer we delay adaptations going in, older and disabled people can often experience a loss of confidence and agency, which is then really difficult to regain once the adaptations do go in. So is there a different approach? Well, yes, there is. And in the longer presentation, you'll hear about the HEART programme, which argues that a more sustainable approach starts with architectural changes rather than architectural changes being the end point. So changes such as a wet room is the redundant system that an aeronautical engineer might look at when designing a bathroom adaptation. The other benefit of taking that approach over other interventions that we might use as occupational therapists is that people can forget or ignore our advice, they can stop exercising, they can stop taking medication and remove equipment, but they can't take out easily architectural changes. So if you want to learn more about what we've just covered, please visit our extended presentation, which you'll find in our bite-sized page. In that presentation, we'll cover how the legislative and policy context has shaped occupational therapy practice in social care and why we use the incremental approach. We'll also look at some of the evidence that challenges that incremental approach and the benefits of the HARP model. We'll also take an opportunity to reflect on the challenges and opportunities of changing our approach in social care to a more preventative approach, particularly around adaptations. Thank you for watching this bite-sized presentation. For more information about the work that we do at Foundations and for our contact details, please visit our bite-sized page. Thank you.